In the last episode, death tightened its grip on Soldier Island. Emily Brent was found lifeless, injected with poison. Dr. Armstrong vanished. Bloor was crushed by a heavy bear-shaped clock. Lombard was shot by Vera, who believed he was the killer. Vera, the last one standing, returned to the house, only to find a noose hanging in her bedroom. The stage was set. The rhyme had only one line left. Vera collapsed into the chair by the window, her breath ragged. The note had confirmed it. Someone was alive. Someone was still watching. She scanned the room. Everything looked still, but the silence now felt different. It wasn't emptiness. It was anticipation. Downstairs, the dining room waited, mocking her. She rose and walked slowly down the staircase, each step echoing louder than it should have. When she reached the table, she saw the last figurine. Perfect, unbroken. And then, right before her eyes, it tipped and fell. No breeze, no quake, nothing touched it. But it shattered. She screamed. Behind her, she heard the sound of the front door creaking open. She spun around, empty. The sea breeze drifted in, carrying fog with it. She ran to the doorway, revolver in hand. The garden, the shoreline, the cliffs. No movement. Then she saw it. A figure, standing at the edge of the cliff, cloaked in darkness. She aimed the revolver. "Who's there?" No reply. She stepped closer, heart pounding. The fog began to clear slightly, but there was no one. She turned and ran back inside. Waiting on the floor of the foyer was a new note. 10 little soldier boys went out to dine, and then there were none. She stumbled back, dropping the revolver. A noise behind her, the door slamming shut. Click, locked. From the shadows, a voice, calm, icy, familiar. "Miss Claythorne?" She turned. Her eyes widened. Justice Wargrave. Alive. Vera couldn't speak. Her lips parted, but no sound came out. Her eyes darted to the revolver on the floor. Too far. Wargrave smiled. Not kindly, methodically. "You played your part beautifully," he said. "You're alive," she stammered. "Indeed. A trick Armstrong and I devised. Temporary collaboration. Before I removed him." "Why?" she whispered. "Because I was dying," he said. "And before I went, I needed to restore balance. I believe in justice, not courtrooms, real justice. You were all chosen because you escaped punishment. One by one, I judged you, dealt sentence, executed." Vera's face twisted. "You think that justifies murder?" "I included myself. I would die too, but the rhyme must finish." He gestured upstairs. "The rope is ready. You know your role." He vanished into shadow. Vera collapsed to the floor, trembling. She lay on the floor, breath shallow and uneven. Memories consumed her. Cyril's face, the waves, Hugo's rejection. Her body moved on its own. Up the stairs, into the room, the chair, the noose. She stepped on the chair, placed the rope around her neck. A tear slid down her cheek. Then, she kicked the chair. Wargrave stood downstairs, silent, counting, waiting. He climbed the stairs, found Vera hanging, motionless. Justice. Complete. He returned to his room. Robe, wig, revolver. He lay down, wrote a detailed confession, placed it in a bottle. Then, with the revolver at his temple, he ended it. Weeks later, that bottle reached the coast. Inside, a typewritten confession by Wargrave. Each victim, each death, every step planned. He wrote, "I wanted to kill, yes, but legally, righteously, 10 people who deserved it." He explained how he manipulated Armstrong, faked his own death, and preserved the perfect mystery. Only with the confession could the police understand. Conclusion and reflection. This wasn't just a murder mystery. It was a mirror into guilt, justice, and madness. In a world where many walk free after doing great harm, Agatha Christie asked, what if someone decided to fix that? But who gives that right, and at what cost? Wargrave didn't just kill, he judged. And Vera didn't just die. She was destroyed by guilt. End of series. And now. And then there were none. Ends. 10 guests, 10 deaths, no survivors. This 4-part series brought you one of the greatest mysteries ever written. A brand new story begins next week, even more deadly. So hit the like button, subscribe, and share this playlist with your mystery-loving friends. Which story should we break down next? Drop it in the comments. And thank you for watching. Because sometimes, justice wears a mask.
That's the end of this mystery, but there are many more waiting to be uncovered. For more stories filled with suspense, secrets, and surprises, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. A new story is just around the corner. Stay tuned.